Hello all you fine beautiful people, I'm back here once again with another reaction, and today I'm going to be reacting to Wearing the Inside Out by David Gilmour featuring Richard Wright from the Royal Albert Hall. If you're new to the channel, I play a song all the way through, give you my thoughts and opinions on it at the end, and as usual, if there's anything you want me to react to, just put it down in the comments section. I try to get around to everyone's suggestions. So I have to say, I've always loved this song from the album. Anyone who knows this channel knows that for the most part, I really am not like a live kind of person. Like, I've never really gotten in much into live albums or concerts. So I thought, you know what? This is one song I would love to check out. I've seen that there is a video of the band actually performing this live. So I'm like, you know what? Let's check this out, see how it sounds. So without further ado, here it is, Wearing the Inside Out by David Gilmour featuring the great Wright.
And Mr. Richard Wright. Who do you know? He plays keyboards and he sings. In fact, he's going to sing for you right now. I'm going to play a song from the last Pink Floyd record we did, The Division Bell. This is called Wearing the Inside Out. he can have the words right from my mouth.
And with these words I can see clear through the clouds that covered me. Just give it time, then speak my name. Now we can hear ourselves again. I am holding out for the day when all the clouds have blown away.
To curse the place,
I'm with you now, can speak your name. Now we can hear ourselves again.
So that was Wearing the Inside Out by David Gilmour featuring Rick Wright. I've always loved this song from the first time I heard it. And it's one of those songs where it starts out, it's not like this big flashy song. But the thing I've always loved about it is Rick Wright's vocals. Like, Rick Wright's one of those guys where everyone really talks about David Gilmour, Roger Waters, and Pink Floyd. I think Rick Wright is pretty much, as some might call it, the essence of Pink Floyd, the soul of Pink Floyd. I've always found his voice to be very pleasant to listen to. As years went on, his vocals, his writing kind of became less and less and less until he was pretty much sacked by Roger from Pink Floyd. But just a great song. The saxophone adds a whole nother element to pretty much Pink Floyd and their sound, and hearing stuff from like Dark Side of the Moon, which was like songs like Us and Them. I even believe Great Gig in the Sky, I think, had a sax in it. I know Shine on Your Crazy Diamond did. I want to say that was one of the last times Pink Floyd, yeah. Wish You Were Here would probably be the end of the saxophone in Pink Floyd. But just great. And then you got the lyrics, which I think this is actually a really well-written song that it says is written here by Anthony Moore and Richard Wright. So it's one of the Rick Wright songs. Really doesn't have a writing credit to David Gilmour, which is makes sense. It's probably the Rick Wright song on the album. I know it's the last one he had lead vocals on, but from morning to night, I stayed out of sight. Didn't recognize I'd become no more than alive. I barely survive. In a word, overrun. There's parts to this. Won't hear the sound. He's curled in the corner from my mouth, but still the screen is flickering. I've spent too long with an endless stream of garbage on the inside out. Curse the place. My skin is cold to the human touch. My heart, this bleeding heart, not beating much. I murmured a vow of silence, and now I don't even hear when I think aloud. Extinguished by light, I turn on the night, wear its darkness with an empty smile. I'm creeping back to life, my nervous system's all awry, I'm wearing the inside out. Just a great instrumental break. You get some very tasty David Gilmour guitar playing. The one thing I don't think... I know me and Scott in the Prog Corner talked about this. David Gilmour, he is a virtuoso. I really believe David Gilmour is a virtuoso on guitar. Play stuff that sounds so easy, but then you go to play it, and it's a lot more difficult than... I call it very simply complicated guitar playing when you go to play it. And then they have this great line by Dave Gilmour. Look at him now. He's paler somehow, but he's coming around. He's starting to choke. It's been so long since he spoke. Well, he can have the words right from my mouth, which is a really powerful statement. And in these words, I can see clear through the clouds that cover me. Just give it time and speak my name. Now we can hear ourselves again. I'm holding out for the day when all the clouds have blown away. I'm with you now, can speak your name. Now we can hear ourselves again. I wonder how much of that last little bit is directed towards, like, can speak your name is very much about Roger Waters. Because I know by the end, Rick Wright, Roger, at least at his time in Pink Floyd, after being fired, I think there was a lot of hurt there and a lot of sorrow. And I still think there's a great interview. If you can find the full interview with Richard Wright, where he talks about Pink Floyd, his time in Pink Floyd, he had a great line in there where he was talking about Roger and his, how did he put it? He said Roger Waters could write great lyrics about certain things, but by the time I think he was almost done in the band, he's like, which one of these few subjects is Roger Waters going to sing about today? And that's how he felt. But fantastic song. This is, to me, one of my favorite Pink Floyd songs. Rick Wright, to me, like I said, fantastic singer. Like, it's one of those where you listen to him, nothing he's doing is, like, overly complicated. It's just very pleasant to listen to. It's one thing I've always liked about Rick. His music's pleasant. Him and Dave have always had a great vocal harmony. If you want to listen to a great song like that, Echoes is fantastic. Time is another song where that, I want to say the more of the chorus version of it is Rick Wright. Just some great stuff. Great Gig in the Sky is fantastic. But anyway, that's my thoughts and opinions on it. I'd love to know, what do you guys think of Wearing the Inside Out by David Gilmour featuring Rick Wright. Once again, I have to say very much thank you guys so much for watching. Really does mean a lot. Peace, love, love one another. This is Amir signing out. Peace.